2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that would draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Throwing Jones.
That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Got it. Ready? Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Jones dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they send a man in motion right.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, check that, street, check out.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Now 2nd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hurt.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And able to get this to the 31. You talked about this Giant defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
Keep leaning on the running game
back to the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Check. Third and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Gold cutter, gold cutter, gold cutter. Great, 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 great.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Other side, other side.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. Timberland.
In motion right, Campbell. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Paris Campbell.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out. But everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones now throwing on first down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
And that is going to clang off the upright, but folks, there are penalty flags on the field, and this could be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Another extra point opportunity here. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone!
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set!
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Trap 50.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 14. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Elsa. Here we go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Russell.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Okay,
and how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Throwing Jones. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st down at the 9-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Great. Get set quick, all right?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3rd and 5. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run wide side here with Barkley.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 28 yards.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Giants 44, Vikings 15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready, set.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready, ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Jones looking to throw on second down. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, Giants! Austin Eckler, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 51, Vikings 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. About it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw, Hall. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hall to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 28.
Here's Hall. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Great.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a toss right to Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A first down carry for Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A toss out to Barkley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.
touchdown.